Hello everyone, we are from Team Hakuna Matata, and in this video we will be introducing our platform which is called TerraSentra. TerraSentra is Indonesia's first green financing platform that basically maps environmental and social needs across Indonesia. TerraSentra connects institutional investors, retail investors, as either project initiators or project investors, and also might as well NGO leaders or NGO members to create their own green project and then receive funding from these investors. So TerraSentra is here from the idea of how we've been experiencing a lot of different climate change issues in Indonesia. And at the same time, we realized that Indonesia has a lot of green potential and renewable energy potential. So, with that in mind, we decided to create a green financing platform that can both maps out the social and environmental needs across Indonesia, but at the same time also utilizing the green renewable energy as part of the green project that is created. So the reason why we have two different targets for TerraSentra is because usually green project initiators or the ones who drive the projects are mostly coming from nonprofit organizations or non-governmental organizations, NGOs. But at the same time, NGOs are facing a very hard times when it comes to financial issues most of the time. I am an NGO leader myself, and this has been our issue since way back then. And because of TerraSentra, we have that hope of connecting NGO leaders, NGO members, and also investors. But also at the same time, we have that hope of like investors can also create their own green project to be able to work together to create a better future for Indonesia. So in this video, I will get you through on the flow of using TerraSentra as a user. So as both investors or NGO members. So first thing first, when we talk about creating a green project or funding an existing green project, the first questions that might come up to our mind is that where do we want to start this? And because of that, we understand that sometimes people are having hard times in choosing the best place to kind of like start all this green project together. So because of that, we create the first flow, which is the potential region. So basically in this, I can say like flow, people will be able to see the different needs across Indonesia. So you will see a map of Indonesia, and then you can see the differences in terms of our scoring. So this scoring is gathered from the environmental data, economical data, and social data as well. And you can see that green means that it has a very high potential of creating a green project in that specific area. Or if you see this map, which means each of them are like the provinces. So you can see like, for example, Kalimantan Barat has a very high potential. And then Kalimantan Tengah has a medium potential. But there are also some areas like, for example, Yogyakarta, which has like a very low potential. But what makes us unique is that you not only that you can see the potential from each of the provinces, but let's say if I click on Jawa Tengah, you will be able to see in a very granular data. So you'll be able to see the data from each of the kecamatan or like specific region underneath the provinces. So here are like the district or like the specific like smaller regions from each of the provinces, which makes us a very rich platform, rich of data platform, because there are a lot of data that has been incorporated into our platform. So let's see, like there are a lot of different kecamatan here or like regional like district here, and then you can see like for example one of them is called like we will see here like for example Pemalang. If you see Kecamatan Pemalang, you will be able to see the real condition of that specific area. So first thing first, you can scroll down and then see the environmental monitoring dashboard, which all of these data are gathered through satellite data. So satellite data are refreshed every 2 weeks. So this is like a very real-time data. And you can see the precipitation data, surface moisture data, and the VI data. And after that, users will be able to see the environmental insights. So from all of these data, what are the insights that can be taken from it? So here are the insights. And after that, you will be able to see the air quality index as well. Next, the economic indicators. So as I said, it's not only environmental, but also social and economical factors. So here you will be able to see the poverty index listed here. This poverty index does not have to wait for surveys or like the national statistical data, because what we use here is satellite data from daylight and nighttime light data, which we process through machine learning processes called the artificial intelligence. So we use machine learning processes, namely like machine learning models, to be able to predict the poverty index scoring using a lot of different training models. So after all the environmental data and economical and social data are gathered, we can then proceed to counting the potential score overview. So if you see here, the potential score is 74.25, which is quite high. So as you can see, like the number is in the medium state of the coloring. So as you can see, the color of the kecamatan or like the district is yellow. So after all of these data has been seen by the users, what are the next steps? So first thing first is that to see the green project recommendation. So okay, I know the data, but now I am a bit confused on what kind of project we can try to build in the specific area. So don't worry, because we have the green project recommendation listed here already. So let's say like this green project recommendation is called the agricultural in this agricultural sector, which is called the Sustainable Organic Farming Initiative. So here we can see like what is this project for, what are the environmental impacts, and then we can not only environmental but also social impact of it. So like what kind of short-term job that can be created from having this project in the specific area. So okay, let's say I'm an NGO leader. So I myself is an NGO leader. I wanted to like create a green bond project, like I create my own project. What I should do next? Okay, I know these specific area is potential. I know the green project to be conducted in that specific area. What's next? So I can just click here on the create green bond, and then I can fill in all this information here. Then I can click on the create green bond. After creating this green bond, the project will be reviewed by our team, and then once it has been accepted, it will be live in the green bond investment tab over here. So here you can see that there are some green bond projects examples. So let's say if I wanted to like check on one of the projects. So let's say if I'm an investor, I wanted to fund an existing green project, right? So after creating green bond can be initiated by either NGO leaders or investors, but the fundings are usually coming from investors. So let's say I wanted to fund this project. So how do I do next? So in this green bond investment section, you will be able to see the funding status. So how much does it need? And then how much does it covered already and up until today? And before funding, we can see like a brief description on what the project is about. And then we can see the overview and impact. We can see like how many total of carbon credits can be purchased from doing this project. And then the market value of the project itself, the visual equivalence, and then the high impact of investment opportunity. You can see the polluted map, and here you will be able to see the social impact as well, so the employment, community, health, and education. And there are a lot of additional information such as the project timeline, tree species, community partnerships, environmental benefits, and a lot of different things again. And here are the frequently asked questions which we can also like see here. And at the same time, as an investor, I would probably want to know like how much in return I can get. So that's why here we have the investment monitor. So you can see like that you can drag and drop like the amount of result we can get in 12 months, depending on the investment amount that we submitted to the project itself. And then we can also see here the tree reforestation project of the NDVI monitoring from year to year, like from month to month, and then also like from year to year. And then here we can see the fiscal index map. So if this project is a success from year to year, how do I see the differences? We can see like the fiscal index map is getting better and better each year until 0.89 from 0.52, which is a very great success. So here we can also see the recent transactions of the investment itself of this project. All right, so now we know that projects can be funded, and then these fundings after these projects are a success, we can see that there will be carbon credits produced from these green bond projects. Now, where do these carbon credits go next? This is the interesting part as well. So last but not least, the carbon offset exchange. Once green project has been initiated, they create their own like carbon credits. Investors who invested in that project can be able to either use the carbon credits produced for their companies, example, or they can also sell the carbon credits to another company which wanted to like buy their carbon credits, or they can also sell it. So let's say I'm an investor and I don't want to invest in any green bond project, but I just need the carbon credits, for example. I can just simply buy the carbon credits in the carbon offset exchange tab, and then I can just select the amount of credit, for example, 1, and then I can see the price per credit, then I can just confirm the purchases. But at the same time, I can also sell carbon credits. If I am an investor and I have a lot of carbon credits, like excessive carbon credits, and I wanted to like share with other people, I can sell it as well here, and then I can just like confirm the sales. So yeah, that's basically it from our platform. We do really hope that by having TerraSentra, we can not only solve the environmental issues, but also a lot of different aspects like social, economical, and also solve the pain points of like NGO leaders and also companies and investors as well. Thank you.